Now, the one essential every budding chef needs in a kitchen, apart from aptitude, I suppose, is a good cookbook, and not the kind that lists exotic ingredients or gives elaborate instructions, but rather simple, easy-to-use recipes that you can and indeed will return to again and again. Now, Kieran Grimes has cast his eye over some of the most recent cookbooks to hit the market, and he's here with us to tell us what he thinks. Good morning, Kieran.
Good morning.
And you are a bit of an expert at this because you're just back from a cookery course in the Dordogne.
Well, I don't know about an expert, but yeah, I recently went on a week course to the Dordogne, and it was amazing. It was called Cook in France. That's the name of the course. And I mean, if anyone's interested, it's cookinfrance.com. But I lived with a chef for a week, and with about 15 other people, and we just spent the week being instructed and cooking and eating and drinking, and it was really different, really different way to spend a holiday. But I loved it.
Becoming increasingly popular as a form of holiday as well. So anyway, filled with all this new knowledge and this expertise, you're reviewing the cookbooks. Well, start off with this series first of all, because that's the first one.
Really good series. It's called the All-Colour Cookbook 200 series. Now, all colour cookbooks have been out before, but this is particular. It's called the 200, and it's called 200 because each of them contain 200 recipes, or in and around 200 recipes, and they're published by a company called Hamlin. Now, Hamlin are quite famous for illustrated, informative, and practical books for the home. You know, on gardening, pets, yoga, etc. But they've done this 200 series. There's 6 in total, and they just hit the shops last week, and they're selling very well, and they're quite small, little books, so very easy to
But they concentrate on different areas, don't they?
They do. They concentrate on...
So that one there you have is what?
This one is 200 easy suppers, and this was one of my favourites, and basically, you know, at the end of the day, if you're hungry, you haven't really time to cook a big elaborate meal, this is perfect, kind of very easy to, like dinners in a dash, basically, is the kind of theme with these books.
So fast, good food.
Fast, good food, cakes and bakes. This is brilliant because obviously if you have a sweet tooth,
which you do,
which I do, but this does everything from cookies to
what is that, cheesecake.
That's like it's like a strawberry and cream scone or something. But it does cookies and Swiss rolls, meringues and gateaux, but very simple. And it shows you how to. I mean, there's the Swiss roll. Can
you do one of those?
I haven't tried it, but I would try it because it's explained very well and very easy. That's the beauty of this series. There is pasta dishes as well, 200 pasta dishes. Now, I love pasta. I suppose everyone has always got spaghetti or penne in their cupboards, and this is just kind of pasta dishes for all kind of. Taste and appetite. And a particular favourite of mine was the mushroom and mozzarella lasagna from this particular pasta dish.
Right, now all the books in this current series is 200 low-fat dishes.
200 low-fat dishes, which sometimes that's very, you know, healthy and eating well. It's very hard to combine those.
Veggie feasts?
There's veggie feasts, and there are curries as well, 200 curries. So that's the series.
So you would recommend the All-Colour Cookbook 200 series? Highly recommend.
Highly recommended, and they're very cheap as well. €6.
Okay, so now let's move on to this next one is Kids Kitchen by Amanda Grant.
I was kind of asked to think of 2 kind of personal favourites, and this one, Kids Kitchen, it's fantastic. It's out about a couple of years, and what she does, the beauty of this book, is that she goes. It's great for parents to instruct children about food, and she instructs, you know, how, you know, where the various different vegetables come from, how meat is prepared, how milk is prepared. It educates kids to know what they're eating, where it comes from, because nowadays with fast food and with meal for ones, etc., you just don't know where the food comes from. It's one of the great
family struggles at the moment, Kieran, is that and I know we have it at home, and I'm sure there's thousands of families all over. The great battlefield is the dinner table.
Exactly.
Trying to get good food into your kids.
Absolutely, and the philosophy here is if the kids understand where the food where the food comes from, and that they even help to prepare it from scratch, they get a greater appreciation of it, and they'll want to eat it. And I use this. I mean, it's even though it's for kids, but it's very simple, and it's very easily. It's basic things like how to make breadcrumbs, how to whisk properly, how to, you know, grate properly.
Well, of course, you can get them into the joy of cooking, and then you get them into the joy of food. Very quickly before we go, we have to mention the last one, which is Neville McGuire, again, the cookery collection. I mean, I suppose that kind of sells itself really.
It does. I mean, this is the best of some of his recipes, and if you don't have the time to kind of cook or prepare, this is perfect because it's just some great, fast, easy to prepare, and the most important thing, you can buy these ingredients in your local shop. It's not very unusual, exotic stuff that you have to order in or walk forever to find.
Possibly the best known Irish chef.
Yeah,
talking about Irish food and what's available.
Absolutely. And again, lovely photographs and very well presented and put together.
Okay.
So.
If you had to pick one.
Oh, if I had to pick, actually the series. The series is excellent.
All right.
So.
And that's available in all good bookshops?
That's available, and they were just out last week, so...
How much would the 6 cost you?
Well, they're retailing... well, they're £5 sterling at the back, so that's probably €7 each.
Yeah. So for 6 of them?
For 6 of them...
Sure, some of the big glossy ones cost...
cost €35 themselves, so...
OK, Kieran, thank you very much for that.
No problem.
Pleasure as always. Let's take the news and last look at the news headlines now. Here's Siobhan Bastable.
Thanks, Mark, and a very good morning.